Yes, so we're gonna start with past papers now. We are gonna do 2020 past paper today, paper one.
All right, but I haven't finished full syllabus yet.
You haven't?
No,
Hmm. Okay,
but I can. It'll probably be finished by next week. My syllabus.
all right. So
May- Maybe we can do
let's
like topical for now.
yeah, we can do that. I've actually downloaded the paper, so I'll need some time to download the other one.
All right. Let's just do the
So
questions as a can do.
or what we can do today is that we can go over the paper I've downloaded and we can only solve the questions that like for the syllabus that you've already covered. And then from
Yeah,
next onwards, we can have like topical papers or we can discuss some chapters that you have difficulty with or you're confused about.
all right.
Okay, so today we're gonna do 2020 and from next time onwards we'll do topical papers if that's okay.
All right.
Okay. So just this is your paper code and this is your paper, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's do this. So, how do you want to do it? Like, do you want to write it down, the answers, or do you want to just speak them up? How do you want to go about it?
We can go anyway. Yes.
I think it's better that you keep writing down the answers, so that maybe in future when you need reference, you can always go back to what you have written.
All right. Let's just do that then. I'll go get my book.
Okay, yeah, please do, and then let me know.
All right, miss, I'm back.
All right. So let's do the first one. Define the term market economy. It's just a 1 mark question, so very straightforward answer. What would you say?
You could just say their definition.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You can write it down and then you can read it out loud so I can know what you wrote.
All right.
All right. So there's another way we can do this paper as well. So I can give you like 25 minutes or 20 minutes for the entire section A. You do that and leave the questions that you have not covered the syllabus of, and we go over it together once you're done. Or we can do it one by one, whatever you want to do.
Let's just do one by one.
Okay, perfect. All right, then you can write this answer down and then we can go there.
All right. All right, miss, I did both of them.
Yeah, can you read it out loud?
Free market economy is an economic system where the price mechanism allocates majority of resources in the economy with minimum government intervention.
Perfect. Just in the end, there'll be instead of minimum government intervention, you're gonna say no government intervention because we are talking about a completely free market economy.
All right, all right.
Okay. So good job. What about part B?
I wrote the answer D.
D. That's correct. And overhead. All right. So explain one advantage of a free market economy compared to a command economy.
All right. Miss, in the beginning, you explained both of the keywords, right, in definition.
No, so since this is just a 2 mark question, so no need to explain the definition for both of these. Just write it to the point. A little bit of analysis is required.
All right, all right.
Did you write it down?
Almost done with analysis.
Okay.
All right, miss. I wrote the answer. Miss, do I read out my answer now? Miss?
Oh, can you read it out loud?
Yeah. Competition is an advantage of free market economy compared to a command economy.
I cannot hear you.
Competition is an advantage of free market economy compared to a command economy. All right.
Okay. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Competition between firms can lead to a better quality of product of goods and services produced and a larger variety with efficiency as well. All of this leads to consumers getting the best possible good or service at a lower price, which leads to higher standard of living as consumers have better products for less money.
Perfect. Yeah, that's exactly how you're gonna answer this question.
All right, all right.
Okay. Question number 2. What do you think is 2A?
2A is D.
Yeah.
Miss
Sorry, did you say B or did you say D?
D.
Yeah, D is correct. Okay, part B. Can you see the screen?
No.
I think my internet just went away and it rejoined itself. Let me start again.
All right, Miss, I'm done.
All right, can you read it out loud for me?
Yeah. Price elasticity of demand is the degree of responsiveness of demand due to a change in price. A firm may try and reduce the elasticity for its product because if, for example, the elasticity goes down and it becomes inelastic, then the firm can charge higher prices and demand will only move slightly as it's inelastic, which leads to a high revenue for the firm. And demand will only contract slightly.
Yeah, I think that is correct. You can also, like in the analysis, you can mention that uh, with lower product price elasticity, it is easier for the firms to boost their revenues. So you can also sort of add this line
Yeah, miss,
in.
I did. I said,
Okay, I
yeah,
think your voice got in that.
yeah, miss, I
But if
wrote
you, Mhm.
demand will only contract slightly as it's inelastic, which leads to a high revenue for the firm.
Yeah, that's sure. Question number three.
Miss, is the answer D?
It's not D. Think about it.
All right.
Just remember that subsidy affects supply. What you have seen is on uh, um is the difference. It's something different. So just focus that supply subsidy affects supply curves.
All right.
Okay.
Miss, is it C?
Yes, it is C. You know the reason why it's C?
Because first the price was the original equilibrium point was K, and then the price was
Yeah,
A. But then the government gave subsidy, and then the price decreased.
exactly. And then you see at the new quantity what would be the first supply curve's price, and then you see the difference, and that difference is what is going to be the answer. So C option is correct.
All right, all right. Miss, here, whether also like another unrelated question for the entire subsidy would be benefit by the consumer?
No. So entire subsidy is not benefited by the consumer. So P3 to P2 is going to be the benefit that the producer gets. P3 to P2. Let me get my pencil in it. And then P2 to P1 is the benefit that the consumers get.
Miss, but consumers are paying P3 now.
Yes, they are paying P3.
Yeah.
This is what consumers benefit is, and this is what producers benefit is. I'll tell you why. This is what they're paying, right?
Yeah.
But since this is the amount, the quantity that is sort of given after, that is made after the subsidy was given, right?
Yeah.
So if in actuality there was no subsidy and the firm had to supply this much quantity, then they would produce at J and they'll charge this price, right? So
Yeah.
the government has given this much of a subsidy. Now the upper part will always represent the consumer benefit. Why? Because whenever we are looking at consumer surplus, we look at this, the upper portion, right?
Yeah.
And for producer surplus, we look at the bottom portion, right? So
All right.
from having that concept in mind, the consumer benefit is always going to be the top layer of the subsidy, the difference of the subsidy.
All right. All right.
Okay,
All right.
do you get it?
Yes.
Okay, all right, part B.
All right, Miss, I'm done.
Okay, please read it out loud.
Yeah. Opportunity cost is the next best alternative given up due to limited resources, and a subsidy is a financial help given to businesses by the government. A possible opportunity cost of granting a subsidy to energy suppliers may be that they get the subsidy instead of the education sector, and this can lead to the educational sector being possibly underfunded and underprovided, which leads to a misallocation of resources and market failure. In the future, the government should keep in mind all the effects of the subsidy and the opportunity costs.
Perfect. Just one change that you would make is that instead of saying it's going to be a government failure or market failure, say that it's going to be a government failure because it's going to come out of the subsidies they are giving. So you'll say that it's going to be a government failure, which would lead to a market failure.
And government failure, which leads to market failure. All right,
Yes.
I'll just change it up right now.
Yeah, yeah, do. Please do.
All right, Miss, I'm done can I just go bathroom real quick?
Yeah, yeah, please.
All right, Miss, I'm back.
All right. Let's do question number 4, part A.
All right. Miss, is it C?
Yes, it is C.
All right. Wait, Miss, and for this, the tax, the producer burden will be the top part,
Yes.
and the consumer will be the bottom part. So P1 to
Yep.
P2 is consumer, producer burden, and the bottom part is consumer.
Yes. That's correct. Okay, part B.
All right.
15 minutes.
Already some done.
All right, please read it out loud.
Taxes are an additional amount of money on top of the prices of goods and services, and they're charged and collected by the government. For example, the government may charge a tax on cigarettes to discourage their consumption as it is a demerit good, and this can lead to less consumption as the cost of buying is higher, not by that much, as demand for them is inelastic. However, the government can also use the tax collected on cigarettes for things such as unemployment benefits, which can help the people with no jobs and lead to social welfare.
Perfect. Just two things I'd like to say. Um, you can talk about so since you're talking about cigarettes and tax on that, you can talk about sin tax. Sin tax is basically a tax that is specifically imposed on the consumption of harmful goods. So it's like an economic jargon that you can use. And the other thing was that you mentioned that it could help with unemployment benefit. And you also in that line you've mentioned something about jobs as well.
Yeah, it can
Yeah,
help unemployment benefits, which can help people with no jobs.
yeah. So if they are unemployed, unemployment benefit wouldn't help with the jobs. It would help them to maintain their living standard. So there's just a small correction there as well.
All right, all right. So I'll just explain it more. It can help people with no jobs maintain their normal lifestyle and make sure they have food, shelter, and basic needs. Something like that.
Yes.
All right, all
Do you want to, are you making the corrections or should I go ahead?
right. Yeah, I'll make the corrections.
Okay.
All right, miss, I made them.
Okay. Now question number 5.
Yeah, miss, I haven't learned this.
Okay.
Miss, I haven't learned this yet.
Oh, you haven't learned this. Okay. So, um, okay. So we can part B. You haven't learned part B as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want me to explain it to you?
Miss, by next week I'll finish my full syllabus, so I think we'll just do it then.
Okay. Then we can do.
Yeah, I think I know this.
Okay.
Miss, this is 5C.
Um. No. Think about it again. There's a
Yeah.
shift
So is
demand.
the answer like is the question 5C like or like no, the answer is miss, the answer I'm saying is A, but I'm just asking the question number.
Yeah. Yeah. Answer is A. That's correct. Okay. I thought you were saying the answer is C.
No, 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 it's the answer is A.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah.
This is
That's
5.
five.
All
Yeah.
right.
5C. Okay, so we still have like 7 minutes remaining for this class. So we can read the first question. We can do the first question. I think we can do the first part, right?
Uh, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let's just start with it and let's see where it ends.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll definition.
Yeah, you can read the question and then I'll go back to the extract A. Did you read the question?
Yeah, 1 second, miss.
Okay.
All right, miss. I read the question.
Okay. So this is extract A.
All right, Miss, I read this.
Okay, so can you write down the answer now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Miss, I'm done.
Okay, can you tell me?
Price elasticity of demand is a degree of responsiveness of demand due to a change in price. The price elasticity of minus 0.5 may be relevant to English universities as the 0.5 indicates that demand is inelastic. So this means that the universities can increase their tuition costs and demand will only contract slightly due to inelasticity, which can lead to an increased amount of tuition collected and further lead to a higher revenue for universities.
Yeah, I think that is good enough. But do send me a picture of this as well,
All right,
that I can go over it again. But I think this is a really good answer.
all right, all right. I'll just take a picture now.
Yeah, and then you can share it on the group. Just one thing I remembered, you can also talk about how, since students are not very sensitive to prices, so they're for analysis, I'm just saying that you can talk about how price or the cost of university might not be the main focus or the main problem of the student, but there might be other problems such as maybe, let's say, teacher fairness or the faculty quality or something like this. So while you're doing the analysis, you can add this point in that too.
All right, all right. I can explain like why it's inelastic. It may be inelastic due to the fact that students' more primary concern is the quality of education and not the money instead.
Yes, exactly.
All right, right.
Okay. So you can send this to me and I'll read it over again. And if I find that there's something missing, I'll let you know in the next class.
All right. I send
Okay,
it. now.
perfect.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna see you on Friday now, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.